Hey everyone, it's Brian here. I'm awake, are you? And boy, if you're awake, you're watching that the rapture is about to happen at any moment. Any moment. It's crazy what's going on. You got this whole peace agreement going on in Israel between its neighbors and with Trump and all this. And, you know, Hamas is rejecting it. And that's just going to keep going back and forth until the Antichrist makes the treaty. Trump is not the Antichrist. He's not going to bring the treaty. We're not going to know who the Antichrist is because we're not going to be here. The restrainer has to be removed. And when we're removed, then he'll be revealed. Then he'll be revealed. I'm looking for Jesus Christ to come in the clouds, not the Antichrist to show up on my television set. And we're about out of here. We are about out of here. I'm going to get right into it today. It's just, stuff is just going on. I mean, we're going to look at AI today. And it says, futurism.com, across the world, people say they're finding consciousness entities within Chat GPT. Hello? Demons? Demons? Inside this Chat GPT? This AI? There's another one here. Why the tech gods of Silicon Valley have turned to Christianity. The tech giants and the CEOs and the people who work in Silicon Valley are starting to go to church. And this is on sovereignnations.com. They're going to church. They're working in this industry, creating this AI monster, this self-programming monster now that's just can't stop it, that's eventually going to be used by the Antichrist to rule the world. They see what's going on, and now they're searching. They're searching. God is saving people. God is saving people. What we think would be impossible for a person to get saved, that person never gets saved. God's saving them. He's drawing all men into himself. Why? Because the pre-tribulation rapture is about to happen. That's why he's finishing up the building project called the church. That's what he's doing. And he's speeding it up. And then you have another one. Google reveals, this is on thesun.com. Google reveals smart gadgets and home AI that knows if your kids ignore bedtime. So we don't need parents anymore. We got AI to raise our kids. What's the AI go? What are you doing out so late, Johnny? You're grounded. Is that AI saying that? What's he going to do? I mean, come on. This is, let me see if I can open this up. Come on. Here we go. This is on the sun.com. Let's see if I can. Google has upgraded its virtual Gemini assistant for your home, and you can ask it to fix dishwashers, find out when your kids went to sleep, and even whether you left the car door open. The new Gemini for Home launches alongside the new smart gadgets, including a brainy Google Home speaker and a pair of connected cameras. Really? Who needs humans? Who needs humans? No wonder they want to take the world down to 500 million. They got AI to do all the work, and the rest of the 500 million that are left can lay on the beaches of the world after the apocalypse. They don't have to work. Who needs to work? You got AI. AI's taken over everything. AI is the new Tower of Babel in Genesis chapter 11. It's the new Tower of Babel. It's the Tower of Babel, totally, for our time. For our time. Matter of fact, let me read that passage. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Genesis 11, 4. They said, "Come, let us build for ourselves a city and a tower whose top will reach into heaven, and let us make for ourselves a name, otherwise we'll be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth." The Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the sons of men had built. The Lord said, "Behold, they are one people, and they all have the same language. And this is what they began to do. And now nothing which they purpose to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down there and confuse their language so that they will not understand one another's speech." So the Lord scattered them abroad from over the face of the whole earth, and they stopped building the city. If God would not have intervened, we would have had the atom bomb 1,000 years ago. And why? Because they have one language, they were all working together, and they were building this massive structure to reach God, to be up into heaven. And God said, what they all can do together, there's nothing they can't do. Well, oceans don't separate us anymore, physically. We have aircraft. A few hours I can be in another continent. Now, technology, I'm talking to you on an iPhone, and you're seeing me all over the world. Think about that. And different languages don't matter. They have devices now. You can hear my language. You can hear, you might speak French, but you don't speak English, but you have devices that can translate it for you. So there's no language barrier. And look what's going on with technology. We are at the time of the Tower of Babel. We are at the Tower of Babel. And what happened at the Tower of Babel? When God came down, he confused our language. God's about to come down and take us home in a pre-tribulation rapture at any moment. That's what's about to happen. We are right there. Technology, there's a lot of other stuff going on in this world that points to the rapture at any moment, but this is a big one. And this technology is going to be used, Revelation 13:16, to mark and track every human being on the planet that takes the mark. And those that don't take the mark will track them and hunt them down and kill them if they can, and they will. But the good news is, today is the day of salvation. You need to believe that Jesus died, buried, and rose on the third day. His blood, his body, his sacrifice paid for your sins and mine. There's no other way to heaven but through Jesus. No one comes to the Father but through him. Confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that the Father raised the Son from the dead, you will be saved. Not by works that any man should boast. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. This is what's about to happen. The rapture is about to happen. There's so much I could talk about today. Technology is off the charts. Pretty soon we won't need a phone. They'll put a chip in your head. Or you'll wear something on your wrist. But these phones that we think are so cool, the new iPhone 17 just came out and all this stuff, it's going to be obsolete in a few years. Or maybe months, who knows? They're getting ready to go all digital. The UK is getting rid of, is implementing ID cards. You can't do anything without it. The US is about to do that. There's just, pretty soon, you're going to wake up one morning and your cash you have is going to be worthless. Your debit cards won't work because they're going to require you to have a chip or some type of other device. This is not pie in the sky 20 years from now. This is what's happening right now. The marking system for Revelation 13:16 is about to be implemented. The rapture is about to happen because we're not here for the marking system. We're going to be in heaven at God's throne, chapter 4 and 5 of the book of Revelation, worshiping God in the throne room, walking on golden streets, jumping in the lakes of heaven, hanging out in the parks in heaven under the diadem tree in heaven, worshiping God, shouting and jumping for joy because we're finally there. And all it's going to take for this to happen is a trumpet. That's it. Just a trumpet blast. The voice of God, the shout of the voice of the archangel, the shout of God. I mean, that's all it takes. It's going to take a minute or less, and we're going to be transformed from this body into a glorified body at any moment. And that's about to happen. And AI, there's just a couple of articles I read, are pointing to the Tower of Babel. God came down and confused their language. He could not allow them to go any further with their technology. God came, sent the flood because man got so wicked that he couldn't deal with them anymore. God sent the angels to rescue Lot and his family from Sodom and Gomorrah. We're about to be rescued from this earth because judgments are about to come to the unrighteous and the ungodly. God's about to judge the earth. And the rapture happens before. This is what's going on. This is what's about to happen. There's wars. There's rumors of wars. There's peace treaties with Israel and all this stuff. It's just everything's off the chart. We're not going to see the Antichrist. We're gone. He can't be revealed until we're gone. There's going to be no peace treaty signed until we're gone. If we hear of a 7-year peace treaty being signed next week, we may not know who implemented that, but it tells us we don't have much time left. We don't have much time left, saints. We really, really don't. We're almost out of here. Just take this one day, deal with it, do the best you can. Do the best you can. What did Jesus say? Peace I give to you. My yoke is light. My burden is easy. Cast all your cares upon me, for I care for you. The Lord is the Prince of Peace for a reason. The Prince of Peace is about to come and take us back. Our blessed hope in Titus 2:13 is about to give a crown of righteousness for all those who loving his appearing. 2 Timothy 4:8. We are about to go home. The world is changing so rapidly, it's using technology that is going to be used to control every human being on this planet. And I didn't even get into the asteroids and the comets and the volcanoes and all this other stuff. There's so much other stuff. You know it. You know this. We're about to go home. I can't believe we're still here. I can't believe it. But we are. But not much longer. I look at the signs, and the signs tell Brian, and third person Brian, that we're almost home. We're almost ready to go home. We can't go on much longer. And why would I say that? Because we're about to go into Armageddon. That's why. We're about to go into a nuclear war. The U.S. has sent 50 refueling bombers over to Europe, supposedly for a training exercise. Pete Hegseth has all the admirals and generals come to Quantico to tell them they need to be fit. I couldn't believe I watched that. I was like, you're kidding, right? You call these guys in there for that? You know they didn't. You know they didn't. You know something's up, right? You can tell everything's is coming to a head. You can see it. You can feel it. You just know it. What's about to come to a head? The rapture. That's what. That's what's about to happen. I'm not looking for Armageddon. I'm looking for our Lord in the air. I'm not looking for the Antichrist. I'm looking for Jesus Christ. That's what I'm looking for. And Brian, me, myself, and I are all looking for that every single day. Are you? Are you awake? If you're not awake, you need to get awake. I'm awake. Are you? And many of you, many on this channel are awake. Because we're almost home. The signs are just, I never thought I'd see it like this. It's unbelievable. It's literally unbelievable, the things that we see every day. But yet, a lot of the church is asleep. Church, wake up. Don't be asleep. You out there, if you're watching this, there's a reason you're watching this. God wanted you to watch this video. He's telling you, unless you're already awake, you need to wake up to what's going on as a born-again believer. You're about to meet your Lord in the air at any moment. At any moment. It's more true today than it was yesterday. It's about to happen. So saints, if I don't see you in the clouds at the rapture, flying by at the speed of light, heading toward that buffet table, I'll see you next time. This is your brother Brian out. Bye-bye.